What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rihanna and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. Happy Whimsical Wednesday, everybody.
Oh.
Happy Watch What Happens Live Wednesday, because by the time this comes out, your girls would have just bartended again on Watch What Happens Live randomly.
Yep, not planned.
Not planned.
Didn't really, just came out of nowhere.
Got
there was
the
a
call
last,
up.
We got the call up. We got called up from the bench.
Yeah. Come on down, ladies.
Yeah, they took us, brought us down. So we're recording. This is recording Tuesday afternoon. We hopefully, it appears we'll be spending our entire evening over at Watch What Happens Live. The initial plan was Austin is on this week. And Austin is also going to be on our show this week. Mm-hmm. And he asked if we wanted to go to Watch What Happens Live. We're like, oh, fun. Yeah. Like,
sure.
You know, it was like a Tuesday afternoon, like, love to go.
Yeah, we've never sat in the audience before.
Yeah,
We're like,
exactly.
fuck it. We'll sit in the audience.
Exactly. Sounds fun. And I don't know. So it must have had a last minute dropout because they got a time for the second show.
And they said, your girls want to bartend the second show?
They need some bartenders.
But now we're listening to this post tense, but
yeah.
Currently I'm freaking out.
Right.
Because it's 3:30 right now. We're recording. We're supposed to be there at around 5:30.
Yep.
I'm wearing a black t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, we thought we were just hanging out back.
We thought we were just hanging out. I brought a leather jacket, kind of calm, cool, collected.
Yeah.
I'm in no bartending outfit.
Right.
My makeup is not TV ready.
Right. We didn't think we needed to be TV ready today.
We didn't think we were going to be television ready.
But my God, doesn't it go to show we should be TV ready every day, honey?
We should. And you know what we could thank God for? That we didn't show up in sweatpants and a fucking hat.
God.
Like, a lot of days we do.
I did, yeah. No, I was like, oh, at least I'll put on like a semi-cute outfit to go to the show.
You're dressed like a teacher. I would have thought was really cool.
I felt that way as I got dressed, to be honest.
You're dressed like a teacher. I would have been like, oh, I want to be here when I grow up.
Yep.
You know?
Or I thought like, ooh, this is like a cute like librarian outfit.
For sure.
You know?
You're like the sexy librarian.
Yeah, 100%. Like the middle school librarian that like all the little boys are
have
like
a crush on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so you have that going for you.
Yeah, total teacher vibe for me today.
I mean, like, this isn't Watch What Happens Live bartender outfit ready.
No,
and I also don't want to try too hard, so I'm just. We
it's
gotta
just
run
like
to the store
so funny.
after
We have
this.
to find something in between because
We
the first time we did it, we went like all out.
Right, we got our makeup
and we
done.
were like, yeah, we did full, and the outfits and everything. We were so ready to go. So it's like. It actually is funnier if the second time we were just like in our pajamas, like
complete opposite.
We're like, been here.
Right. And we dressed up like we were the guests sitting in the chair the first time.
Yeah.
That's our first time.
Yeah, of
This
course.
time we should just show up in Chicks in the Office merch if we had any here to put on.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't even have Chicks in the Office sweatshirts to throw on.
In my mind, I was like, should I just like fucking throw on an Eagles sweatshirt and go? And just
yes.
Be like,
Yes, you
Eagles,
should.
make it about football.
Fuck it. I'll throw on an Eagles jersey. I'm running at a Saquon jersey as fast as you could fucking blink your eyes.
Imagine I just hijack Watch What Happens Live to look like directly in the mic and be like, does somebody have Super Bowl tickets? Somebody please get me Super Bowl tickets.
You know what we should do? ELGSES Eagles. I hope they give us a little slot to say something. That's exactly what I'm going with. Mark my words.
Maybe I do run home and just grab a fucking Eagles sweatshirt.
Fuck. Well, then I'll just do it too, I guess. I'll just put on Eagles gear. Fuck it. Why not? Well, anyways, now my thoughts are unfortunately on I don't have an outfit. My armpits are smelly. I didn't put deodorant on this morning and we're going to Watch What Happens Live. You know what I mean? Thank God I shaved my body. Not that anybody would be seeing it and Watch What Happens Live, but I had I had one of those nice everything showers.
Yeah.
You know, you get it all done, but I forgot to put deodorant on. So there we go. I'm going to be stinking up the joint. Andy Cohen's going to pull my ass out of there and say, let's get Smelly McGee out of here because she's stinking up the joint with no deodorant. Who asked her to bartend? Sorry, I'm all hyped up and excited we got asked. I'm excited.
I know. It's like, damn, we got a whole evening in the studio.
You know what's really funny? Us even debating for a second if we were going to do it.
Yeah, I know.
We got the text.
We were like, oh.
We looked at each other. We said,
we're going to be there.
And then we were like,
what are we doing?
What are we doing? Why wouldn't we fucking do it? Like, what's wrong with us?
I know. And then we were like, oh, do we go to the first taping then? But it's like literally the only reason we've been asked to replace them is because they saw that we were going to the first taping. If we just said, Austin, thanks so much for like putting our names on the guest list, as how they thought like, ooh, maybe Rhea and Fran can bartend the second show. And we were like, we're not coming.
If we didn't go to see Austin invited us and we were like, thanks for the invite, bro.
Yeah, we're
but
like, actually, we're going to show up for the later show.
Should we ask Austin to stay for our show then? Hey, Austin, you want to be our guest?
Yes, right. Do a little switch.
Yeah, we do a little switcheroonie, a little guest spot.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, pumped up, ready to go, and that'll be exciting. Hopefully nothing crazy happens on air. Everyone will be listening to this after the fact.
I know, right? Or like it's just so boring and they're like, damn, they were really going to hype. They really hyped that up more than it was.
They didn't show us.
Yeah.
They acted like they didn't have bartenders that night.
Oh gosh.
Shite. Well, anyways, how you doing?
Fun.
Good.
Great. Lovely. Good. You know, headed into the week.
Nice.
Solid. Nothing crazy going on. Just kind of solidified my New Orleans plans. I will be in New Orleans all week. Weekend flights have been moved. Accommodations have been accommodated.
Nice. There you go.
Hopefully my family comes. We're like borderline. We're like kind of like fuck it. Even if we don't get tickets to the game, well, I'm gonna get tickets to the game. Yeah. Even if we all as a family don't get tickets to the game, they're like, oh, like maybe they'll all go to New Orleans anyway. Like do a whole weekend fun trip. I was like, I'm just trying to be positive about it. Like I keep saying I'm gonna go to the game. I'm gonna figure it out. So that's the energy I'm putting out there right now. That hopefully, I mean, I moved my flight to Monday, so regardless, I'll be watching in New Orleans.
Well, so I guess that means we can warn everybody that episodes will be over Zoom next week.
Yeah,
not Monday. Just
not Monday,
just
but
Wednesday,
Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, probably Monday.
Yeah, but we'll make sure. We'll make sure the audio is working good. I'll make sure my mic doesn't make me sound like I have a lisp. Yeah. And
I'm gonna be like, they have the whole setup down there.
Solid.
So that'll be good. It's not just gonna be like me talking into my computer in the hotel room in New
that'll
Orleans,
be me on a microphone in Florida.
But at least that's not both of us.
No, right.
That's what it's really.
We could set you up with a mic.
Yeah, we're gonna get some good solid audio going so that people don't get upset with us. But yeah, I'm gonna go head to
profesh setup.
I'm going to help my sister who is, she wants to take Luca on the plane for the first time. And my parents are down in Florida right now. And she said, hey, sis, you want to come to Florida and help me on the plane with Luca?
Yep.
I said, I wouldn't want to do anything else. I'm there. Although, am I worried about my sister and I taking a baby on the plane for the first time? Yes, it is.
Yeah, right.
It is Luca's mother.
Yeah,
so she knows what she's doing.
Yep.
I'm there for assistance.
Yeah, but also, neither of us have brought like she's never done it before.
No,
so.
Neither of us have brought a baby on a plane before.
Yeah.
So that'll be some
baby on a plane.
Yeah, that'll be some experience.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna.
He'll be a little perfect angel.
No, he's so cute. He's got his first haircut. Oh, I'm so excited to get some sunshine though. Like, damn, these cold winter months.
Yeah, I know. It takes a toll.
It really. It's
seasonal
just like
depression is real, folks.
It's more just like when I look in the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm horrified. Not when I have makeup on or anything. Like when I do, do my hair and my makeup. I'm
but it's like waking up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you're like, woof.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
It's like you're blinded by like the paleness of winter when you look at yourself in the mirror in these cold winter months.
For sure.
And the dry skin comes out from the winter. It's like, shit. All right.
Preaching to the choir, sister.
I know. I'm just rambling at this point, but I know everyone can relate to that if you're not in a sunny sunshine state right now in the cold winter months. It can get fucking brutal.
I'm hoping it's nice down in New Orleans, but it's...
I checked the weather. It looked like it was going to be like 70 degrees.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, it snowed there like last week. So.
Yeah. I did look at what the weather was going to be like.
Oh, thank you for doing that. I haven't looked.
I've been looking up everything for you.
Yeah, you're like, what about these
I'm like, what about these tickets, honey? Like I was sending Fran tickets yesterday. I was like, these look good. I don't know.
You're just as nervous as I am.
I am. Like, I'm just excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm invested.
Yep.
I got no dog in the fight when it comes to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So Super Bowl week for me is kind of like vacation.
Yeah.
Vacation's all I ever wanted.
Yep.
Vacation, having some fun.
I love it.
I don't know if that's the words, but
I think
it is. It's like when the whole company is like so into the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
and you got your team. It's like, well, I can root from the sidelines.
Yep.
So, yeah,
appreciate the support
always, and I'll keep sending you ticket updates.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, let's get into the rest of the show. Noah, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. Moving on.
I had nothing to add, so.
Anyways, rest of the show.
I really thought you just kind of threw him a bone there, just be like, hey, let's just check in with you.
No, I
good.
Really
all right,
moving on. I really was asking.
What if I was like, I'm actually really not doing well.
I would have opened the conversation and we would have supported.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
No.
But I just kind of assumed you were going to be
No,
like,
I had
good.
nothing else. I started that new James Marsden show last night. I was telling them. Good. I recommend it.
All right, moving on.
Kidding. What show is it?
It's called Paradise. It's like where he's playing the president.
Oh, yes.
And the guy from...
It's Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah.
Sterling K. Knight.
Sterling K. Knight, which is what I said.
It's good. I would recommend it.
Yeah, I wasn't even on the show. No. I know the inside jokes when I'm not even here.
I heard Sterling Knight with a Sterling K. Knight.
Speaking of Sterling Knight, I actually didn't put this on my weekly watch report. Sorry to cut you off, Noah. What do you think of the show so far?
No, I don't really want to give stuff away because I went in kind of not knowing what it's about, and then it's like
a network show, right? Like it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu, but it doesn't feel like network.
Yeah, but I think it's like on
FX or what is it?
Oh, maybe. Is it? I don't know if it was that or like
it can't
ABC
be on
or
ABC.
something.
I would be shocked if it was.
I don't know. Who knows?
Because the episodes are pretty they're longer than 30 minutes.
Well, they have hour-long shows.
To me, cable TV isn't even a real thing anymore.
Paradise.
I mean, we're literally going on a cable television show.
No, not like but you know what I mean. Not like talk shows.
Released. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe it's Hulu exclusive.
I think it is a Hulu exclusive.
Yeah, it just says Hulu.
The first 3 episodes came out today, so.
The poster for the show says Hulu, so.
But I love me some James Marsden. His character in this is amazing.
Don't we both?
You and Francesca both.
He's the president, but he's like a badass president. Like he's smoking, drinking. He doesn't give a fuck. Yeah.
He could never play a lame president. Look at him. He's a JFK type.
Oh shit! You're gonna open up your phone to another James Marsden DM. Did we
Okay,
even talk
so
about that
much.
on the podcast? I feel like we didn't. Now I'm saying too much.
Probably didn't.
All right. Well,
Yep.
moving on. That was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was watching the Disney Channel games. They put them on the Disney network. They put them on the Disney app on the TV, and I was
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. I couldn't think.
I don't know where you just went with that. The Disney app on the TV.
I could not think.
Okay, so Disney Plus.
I couldn't think of the name. Yeah. Disney Plus. I watched You Brother Dozen 2 this weekend.
Yeah.
And I was scrolling around after, and I saw they put the Disney Channel games on there, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to watch. I have to watch the first episode."
Yeah.
Jason Dolly, you remember him?
Yep.
Where is he now?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
One of those where is he now?
Which show was he on? He was. I can picture his face, and he had some of those. Was he in movies?
He was in movies.
Yeah. And there was also, I feel like he was in a lot of Disney Channel movies.
Jason Dolly, he was in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
He's 33 now. His birthday's July 5th.
Okay.
Oh, Minutemen, great.
Oh, he was in Good Luck.
Minutemen.
And he was in Good Luck Charlie.
Good Luck Charlie.
Yes, Minutemen, Good Luck
Hatching
Charlie,
Pete.
Hatching Pete.
Yep.
Corey in
okay.
the House.
Oh, duh.
Read It and Weep.
His best friend.
Where
right?
is Jason Dolly?
His best
Yes.
friend. in
Wow,
Corey in
guess
the
what
House.
Minutemen has on Rotten Tomatoes? I mean, that was one of my favorite Disney movies.
From the way you just said that, I can't tell if it's going to be shockingly high or shockingly low.
77.
12. Oh,
That's good for a
Oh,
Disney.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
really
yeah.
good. Dang. All right. Well, good for them.
Nicholas Braun.
Did you see the promo this morning that they dropped, Jonas Brothers, for the Disney Plus Christmas movie?
Yep.
I'm sure it's gonna be cute. It's just like, ¿por qué?
Where's the book?
No, I think a Jonas Brothers Christmas movie sounds like my dream. Like cozy up, maybe I'm home, get the fireplace going, light a nice candle.
You have a fireplace?
No, I said maybe if I'm home.
Oh.
In not my apartment.
Right.
In a house that has a fireplace.
I was like, shit, you got a fireplace?
No,
I was just there on Friday.
No, I mean my in-laws' house.
Right.
And getting all cozy in the Christmas season and throwing on a little Jonas Brothers Christmas movie.
Yum.
Delightful.
That does sound delightful.
But they did the whole, if you didn't see it, they did the whole Love Actually poster board, with the Jonas Brothers. We have a Christmas movie coming out on Disney Plus, and they're really working overtime when they're promoting the Christmas movie that it's end of January. It'll be out in a year, basically. It's like coming this holiday season.
Right, they kind of missed the mark.
That's about 10 months away.
Right, missed the mark. Like it was literally just Christmas.
Yeah,
Joe Bros.
But I will say, this is the time you have to film a Christmas movie. Like, you can't film a Christmas movie at Christmas because then it's not, there's no time for it to come out.
No, but why didn't they just start promoting it like in next September?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This coming holiday, the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie.
I think that they had to say something because it like came out online that they were filming it. There was like behind the scenes paparazzi pictures and stuff, and people were kind of confused.
Yeah.
So this was the right call, I think, to just like publicly
watch
say,
it not even come out.
This
You'll be
is
like,
the
what
movie
happened to
that's
that Christmas
coming out."
movie? Like, this will be like November.
No, it'll come out. It'll come out. I trust Disney Plus.
for sure.
Disney's a well-oiled machine. That movie will come out.
That Disney app on
Yeah.
that TV.
That Disney app on the TV.
My brain just can't stop thinking about the fact that I want to do something crazy on Watch What Happens Live to get like noticed. You know what I mean? Like, we got to do something, like when they pan to us, like we got to do something like,
Chug your drink.
No, like just like not to get, but I just mean like something where it's like we didn't just smile and wave,
Yeah.
Like what are we going to do?
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll probably just smile and wave.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the case.
And then there'll be a clip of us talking about this, then a shot of us going,
No, we're going to be, yeah, exactly, completely.
we're here with the chicks in the
Yeah.
office.
What are we going to
And
do?
it's just-
Like, yeah.
So I do that. No, it dare me to do something. Come
I'm
on.
trying to. I'm actually. Like,
No,
thinking,
I
like,
think
what
we're
could-
all drawing a blank.
What could they do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should I go like this to the camera?
Double like back to back.
Oh, we
guns.
can do back to back. We can do that.
Just a little finger gun.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We gotta do something different.
Yeah, we can think about it.
We'll have to have a couple of drinks
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, we'll brainstorm.
'Cause,
Right now.
Otherwise,
Right now, it's not going to come to us.
no, we're just gonna be like,
Exactly.
hey. All right. Moving on. Oh, by the way, Rachel Kirkconnell went on Call Her Daddy,
She did.
and it's
It'll
not
be
out
out.
yet while
Yeah.
we're recording this. So,
But you have all probably all seen what she said already.
right. And we'll talk about it on Friday.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll see. We'll see what she said.
We'll give our takes.
I feel like emotional. She looked like
Yeah.
she had been crying in the promo,
Right.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Probably emotional.
Yeah. So we'll
But,
give our
man.
takes on that.
Yep.
All right.
Topics. Topic train. It's coming right to you. Greg T's topic train. Yep. Shout out Greg T.
Thank you.
From Z100.
Thank you.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Zoo.
Morning Zoo or Morning Show?
Morning Zoo. Isn't that what they called it?
Fire up the old Google machine.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Zoo. There's no way I just made up zoo in my
is it
mind.
not
is
the
it?
I mean,
Morning
this
show.
this is all saying morning show.
What's zoo from? Is there something else? Am I just thinking of Zootopia?
You might just be like, there has to be some, maybe in Jersey you guys had a morning zoo show. But Elvis Duran in the morning show.
That doesn't even like sound good. Morning zoo.
No, it doesn't.
It threw me off guard.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe I'm just thinking of Z100 Zootopia. That was a good time. I don't think they do Zootopia anymore. Z100 Zootopia concerts. It's like Jingle Ball, but different point. All right,
Anyway, time to get into Greg T's topic train. We're going to be talking about the voice note that was...
I just would like to not talk about
I know.
them
I
anymore,
would
but-
really love to stop talking about both Blake Lively and Justin
Yeah,
Baldoni.
I know.
I'm actually...
But we're in a vortex.
No, we are. It's nonstop. The voice note has been released. We're going to be talking about A$AP Rocky's trial has begun. Rihanna will be attending on Wednesday. We'll get into the details of that. The Bachelor is back with Bachelor
Bachelor's
Grant.
back.
We will be
Episode
talking
1.
about that. We got Lady Gaga releasing a new album. Get ready, little monsters, March 7th. And
Little monsters, assemble.
me being the leader. And voicemails.
Yes.
All right.
Popcorner.
Yeah, popcorner. Let's get into it. Starting off the topics. If you are looking for your way to a healthy scalp, look no further than Ouai. I have the Ouai scalp serum in my hand, and this stuff is the best. You can use it in the morning, at night, whenever you wash your hair. It is amazing, and it helps you get on your way to a healthy scalp. I've been using Ouai products for years now. The leave-in conditioner has been an absolute staple of mine. I've never strayed away from it as soon as I started using it. It is the absolute best, and Ouai knows their stuff when it comes to hair products. Their hair and body products are made to be effortless and work for you and your routine. I love the body products as well. The exfoliating body scrub, love to use that, especially in these winter dry months. The body cream, oh my God, it all smells so good too. And this scalp serum hydrates you and balances your scalp, which is what we need right now. 100% soft, thicker, fuller looking strands using the scalp serum. And like I said, you can use it day or night. So the way to a healthy scalp starts here. Go to THEOUAI.com and use code CHICKS for 15% off any product. Once again, that's THEOUAI.com, code CHICKS. Here I go again with this topic.
I know.
So
we're just on the train. We're on the ride, and I want to get off.
I want to get off, too.
I want to get off the ride bad.
I want to get off. I'm sick of hearing about these two. I'm not going to lie. Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, both of them. The trial will begin next year, 2026. I saw the information pop up on Chicks in the Office.
Got so excited. Rhea looked at me. She sat down. She went, "Oh, the trial starts March 9th?" And I said, "Yeah, 2026.
I was reading it from our Instagram, and I see March 9th, 2026, the whole fucking over a year from now. So we're going to have to wait for that. But of course, that's how the courts work. But yeah, this voice note was released. And here's what the conversation can begin with this. Was Blake Lively, maybe uncomfortable with Justin Baldoni's, the way he talks, whatever? Yes. That does not equal sexual assault. And now that's the conversation or sexual harassment or sexual assault. That's like where the conversation comes into play, right? Because it's like his voice note could be weird and uncomfortable, but that does not equal he is guilty of, sexual harassment. So a lot of people are talking about that.
There's just 9 million things to go through is the problem. And we're just going to be stuck in this spiral for the next year of them like releasing text messages or recordings or scenes that have been cut or whatever. And for everybody to put their opinion into, and everybody's diving into this, that, everything, all these other theories and blah, blah, blah. And so it's like a 6.5 minute voice note that he sent Blake Lively at sent at 2 a.m. And it was, hey, basically in like,
he told her
in an apology. Is this post them having the meeting about the rooftop scene and everything that happened there? And I guess, Blake didn't feel like she was completely heard at that time. And so now he's like really honing in on apologizing, and I really want to like work with you. I want all of you. Like, there's just these two clearly have very different boundaries. And I've said this so many times, but these two could not, like, they just don't mix in any way. And like, everything that I feel like Blake is okay with, Justin's not, and vice versa. Like, Justin's like living his life. He's talking the way he talks, blah, blah, blah. And I just don't know if Blake really has had an experience with a guy like Justin. And that can make somebody uncomfortable. I personally, listening to this voice note, I was like, this is kind of creeping me out a little bit. Which is funny, because if you go on the internet, it's, oh my God, his voice is so sexy. Read me a bedtime story, daddy. Like, it's like, what?
And
I don't know what's happening.
And let me tell you, this is what I don't understand.
He does have a sexy voice. I will give him that. But it's like, it was what he was saying, and the way he was saying it to somebody that like is an actress working on his movie. It weirded me out.
And this is what I don't understand with the internet. Like, Blake Lively could be wrong. Yes. Yeah. 100%. But why does that mean we have to worship the ground Justin Baldoni walks on? Like, I don't understand. Like, people will just, like, because they're against somebody else, they will prop the other person up to be like fucking the most amazing person in the entire fucking world. And it's like, well, no, like, yeah, Blake Lively's wrong, but Justin Baldoni, I'm not like worshiping and bowing down in front of him. Like, I also listened to that voice note and was like, what the fuck is going? Like people are like, oh, he's so emotionally intelligent, mature. Like, okay, but like this voice note is 7 minutes long, and I think he's saying too much at this point. Like, it's like overcompensating, and like maybe that's just how he talks, and maybe he did feel really bad and that's why it was like on and on. But at the end, and nobody's talking about this, right? Everyone's like, oh my god, he's so emotionally intelligent, oh my god, he's saying apology right away, oh da da da. And then at the end where he's like, you probably got kids all over you, probably got a baby on your boob. Like, why was that necessary to say?
No.
Why was that necessary to throw in at the end of the voice note? No. Which is why I think it goes back to the point of like, I think these two are just two totally different people that are not on the same wavelength.
Different set of boundaries.
And they have a different set of boundaries. And maybe that's just how Justin Baldoni talks. And some people like that and appreciate that. And Blake Lively doesn't. But then that comes into the legal aspect of it where it's like, okay, well, that is not, that doesn't qualify as like sexual harassment or assault.
But was this listed in her complaint? Like, was this voice note specifically listed in her complaint? I don't know. I don't remember seeing this. Because if I did, I feel like I would have remembered the baby on the boob line when I was reading through it. But I don't. It may have been. But no, Justin's the kind of guy that's like, I'm a flawed human, I make mistakes. I'll work to be better, and like all these things. And sometimes like those kinds of guys are like a red flag to me. I don't know. It's working what he's doing.
It's hard to even talk about because people like are so Justin Baldoni.
What he's doing. It's working because everybody, like every comment, everything I see online is just so pro him, and like, oh my god, he was so forgiving, and he's bending over backwards for her, and he is doing too much for her and is too kind to her, and all of his like she's taking advantage of his kindness. And I don't know. I do believe that he was trying to be kind and be supportive,
for sure,
and be helpful.
Yeah.
And do all those things. I think that was his intention.
Yes.
And that is where his heart is coming from. But I think that he was probably crossing some boundaries that Blake had that could be interpreted as being inappropriate. I'm sorry. Like, if somebody I work for, and I know everyone's like, oh, the power distribution, like she's more famous, she has more power. He was the director of the movie. His studio owned the rights. His studio was producing the movie. She's the actress on the movie. Yes, she fought for the PGA title, all those things, the producer title, but he's the director. He is running the show as of right now, before you got, bulldozed, so to say. But like, if I'm getting a message from somebody like that in that situation, I'm playing it, it's 2 a.m, and he's like, you probably have a baby on your boob. I'm like, what are you visualizing, me sitting here with my boob out? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I feel like we seem crazy that we're like not so like, oh my god, Justin Baldoni, the greatest man to walk this earth.
I know.
Like, I don't know.
And I want to be very, very clear. Like, I am not so crazy. Like, Team Blake, she's so right. Go Blake, go Blake. Like the whole thing. Like, there is, I see both sides to it, really, and it's just like there's certain things that like his team is putting out that I'm just like, like I said, it seems to be working. There's so many different wrinkles into this now too, because the internet has run wild, and it's come from the voice of Candace Owens, which is like the last person that I thought I would be talking about in this situation.
Right.
But Candace Owens is like on social media being like, I got the inside source. This person's talked to me. This person's talked to me. She's saying she's talked to people that have been to Blake's, like within Blake's family, or have been to Blake's father's home, and like all these things. And I'm like, who from Blake's family is speaking to you? I'm sorry. Like that, you're just not going to get me on that.
Yeah.
But she is full steam ahead on Ryan Reynolds being the issue here, and something happened and Ryan's decided to like go, like Ryan's the one that wanted to take over the movie. He wanted all this to happen. He wanted to go at Wayfair Studios, and Wayfair Studios is also run by this guy who's a billionaire, and like she keeps mentioning like, you're gonna lose that battle. Like, I know Ryan Reynolds, like they say his net worth $300 million. Like this guy's billion. Like this guy wants to give away $1 billion. He's got so much money. So she's really pulling it all to Ryan Reynolds, which is now starting to become a conversation where everyone's really honing in on Ryan Reynolds, of like this jealousy factor of like, what did he see during the dailies? Did he go and he watched something and saw that there was chemistry and he got pissed off or uncomfortable, or all these things, like that he got angry? They've gone to the past of him and like relationships that he's been in where exes have quoted him as like kind of being a controlling guy. He also met Blake Lively on the set of a movie. And now that is a whole narrative that's coming out of this as well. People are talking about, and Candace has been leading the fight on that one. So honestly, strategically smart-ish from Candace, maybe, because now it's like there's like this whole young generation of people that are so team Justin that they're like, wow, Candace, never thought I'd be on your side for this, but you got me. Ugh. And she's probably like, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, but the thing with Justin is like, obviously totally understand why his team is fighting back so hard, because being wrongfully accused of something so serious is extremely damaging to somebody's entire image and career, like their entire life. It's extremely damaging. So I understand why they're fighting back really hard, and they're like, no, this is the proof that those things did not happen. I think that what I'm gathering is, I just think they're weirdo actors. Like, they're artsy, they talk in all these terms, they have, this self-importance of filmmaking.
I don't think Blake and Ryan have come across a guy that they've had to deal with in their day-to-day life that is like Justin.
Yeah, and it's just like, but you do have to understand the part of being accused of something so damaging. Like, you're gonna be pissed, you're gonna want to fight back, and that does suck for Justin, because it's like, okay, well, there's a difference between like not understanding his artistic vision and view versus what he's like being accused of.
Yeah, so that does suck.
Just from like an opinion of like watching this all unfold, I think they're all weirdos. Like, I think just actors are fucking weird. Like,
I think there's totally some crazy like power dynamic going on with this too, of like Blake and Ryan want to put Justin in his place kind of thing. It's like they're like just ego wise, like, let's,
right. But even like putting someone in their place and accusing them of something as serious as like
completely,
sexual harassment,
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't add up.
Yeah, it's no good.
So I don't know, but it's going to continue. I mean, like we said, the court date isn't until the first date, March 9th, 2026, which is crazy.
And I'm sure they both have more to reveal about each other. Like, every day something else is going to come out from Blake's team about Justin about Blake. It's going to be back and forth. This movie was not worth it.
Yeah.
No. This movie was not worth all this.
They've sent Colleen Hoover straight off the internet. She's like deactivated her social.
I mean, I don't blame her.
Yeah.
I would be like, if I'm Colleen Hoover, I'm canceling Verity.
Right.
I'm like, listen.
Yeah.
All my book to film adaptations, cut them.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't go through this again.
This is wild.
No,
it's really
crazy.
It's really wild, but
it's actually so crazy.
It's crazy.
It's just, I mean, even just like we said, all the language that has been used and the examples and the text messages and the things that Blake sent him, bizarre. the things that he's saying back, bizarre. It's just, that's why, like, Ryan being more involved potentially does not shock me and can be very believable to me too. Because I'm thinking, like, Blake plays this voice note out loud, and if Ryan's there listening to it, I'd imagine Ryan be like, what the hell is this guy? Like, what is happening? You know? Like, why is this guy sending you a voice note, like, talking about how amazing your chemistry is? And yes, they are actors that are working together for sure. Like, it's just, I just think that I could see Ryan. I just think I could see anybody, and even just Ryan, but, like, naturally there's a little bit of a jealousy that comes there, or, like, a little bit of, like, a what's going on, you know?
Yeah, well, they're both actors though. So if you're gonna have the jealousy bug, you can't be doing that when you're both acting with different people.
I 100%.
You know what I mean?
There's no way that doesn't still happen sometimes.
Right, but it's like then you're in the wrong field, I guess. You know?
Yeah, I suppose. Start the year strong. Planet Fitness offers high-value memberships that support any fitness journey. A judgment-free environment where you're free to get strong your way on your time. Feel your strongest, best self with best-in-class equipment for a full workout, from strength training to cardio to stretching. Brand new plate-loaded machines like Hack Squat and Supine benches. Planet Fitness has the same high-quality, best-in-class equipment as other more expensive gyms. Their classic membership is just $15 a month. You guys, it's so great if you want to get into working out, strength training, getting back in the gym. They have great equipment at Planet Fitness, and you can go check it out. Those hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll, or 13 to 17 with a parent/guardian. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app.
Moving on, another trial. A$AP Rocky's trial is unfolding now, and Rihanna will be in attendance on Wednesday. And A$AP Rocky's facing up to 30 years in jail for this situation in which he shot former friend A$AP Relly.
Yep.
They had disagreements. Relly claims that he was meeting up with A$AP Rocky to squash the arguments, and A$AP Rocky ended up firing on him. A$AP Rocky claims that Relly was going after one of his guys, and that's why he pulled out the gun. But he also claims the gun was a prop gun.
Yeah.
And that this was not a real gun, it was a prop gun. So
Alec Ball.
Yeah. I can read this too. This was a description in the cut that says, Rocky's been charged with 2 counts of felony assault with a semi-automatic firearm. A$AP Relly, former friend and collaborator, accused Rocky firing a gun at him near a Hollywood hotel in 2021. The two went to high school together in New York City, and Relly claims that he brought Rocky into the A$AP group. Over the years, they remained close, but Rocky's career skyrocketed while Relly and other members of A$AP felt that they were left behind. In October of 2021, a member of the group named A$AP Josh died, and Rocky said he would help Josh's mother with funeral costs. Relly fell under the impression that Rocky hadn't followed through and sent him a text message that read, "You're so fucking fake, it's sad." Relly testified that he later learned that Rocky had actually paid for the funeral. That November, Relly agreed to meet with Rocky at the W Hotel in Hollywood. Rocky was allegedly joined by A$AP Ills and A$AP 12E. Relly claimed that once they met up, Rocky pulled out a gun and pressed it to his chest. Rocky then began to walk away, and Relly began offloading his feelings towards the rapper. He said in court that he was letting him know how everybody feel because nobody's brave enough to say how they feel about this man. At that point, according to Relly, Rocky turned around and shot me. In court, Relly's lawyer showed a picture of Relly's injured knuckles, which he claimed came from the shooting. While part of this interaction was caught on security cameras, there is no footage of Rocky actually firing a gun. Prosecutors are banking on Relly as their star witness, while Rocky's lawyer is hoping to cast him as a liar trying to get money. Relly has also sued Rocky for damages related to the shooting in civil court. So in that case, if he's filing it in civil court, he wants, damages to be paid back to him, which is normally, a sum of money. A$AP Rocky has not spoken publicly about the charges. Rocky made a big statement when he opted not to take a plea deal that would have sent him to prison for 6 months. If he is found guilty at trial, Rocky could face up to 24 years in prison. Now, it is big that Rihanna is going to be there because a part of the trial, allegedly, when they were picking the jury, was like, have you listened to A$AP or Rihanna? Like, are you a fan? Like, do you like Fenty Beauty? Like, it's like these things because, you could be swayed if they're a fan of the room. Prosecutors also wanted to know if jurors would be able to render a fair verdict if Rihanna was in the room. It originally seemed like she was not going to be there, that he didn't, like, that Rocky's very protective of her and, like, didn't want her to be there. But now this TMZ story says that Rihanna is throwing her full support behind him and is planning to show up on Wednesday. This says Rihanna will cause quite the stir when she makes her grand entrance at the downtown LA courthouse with a circus-like media atmosphere surrounding the high drama. A source with direct knowledge of the case tells us the plans could change, but right now she is slated to be there on Wednesday. She will likely be sitting in the gallery with all the regular folks, which should be an interesting visual in and of itself. And they mentioned again that it was a key part of picking the jury, of asking them, have you ever purchased a Fenty product? Or do you like Rihanna? Do you like A$AP? All these things. So you'd have to imagine, no matter what there is, even if somebody says, like, there's no swaying factor at all, I'm sure some of them really probably have no clue. They don't know who Rihanna is or whatever. Like, there's people out there that probably live under a rock, and that's the people that they have to find for a case like this to be jurors. So, but even regardless, it's to have her there is a strong statement.
I would be a horrible jury member for this case.
Yeah, you would actually have been dismissed immediately.
I would be, Your Honor, he's too pretty to be in jail. So thankfully I wasn't called for this.
Right.
But damn, I don't want to see A$AP Rocky go to jail.
No.
Like, I know that he did something wrong. Like, these like I'm totally being biased right now. I know he did something wrong.
Where did the prop gun thing come from? Because it sounds like he hasn't even really said anything about the trial.
He said that it is a prop gun.
Where did he say that?
That's what I read. That's what I read about. I forget which article I read it on, but I did read that. He said it was a prop gun.
That's so interesting because this says he's really not said anything
on Complex
about it at all.
I think this was when everything first happened.
Yeah.
He claimed it was a prop gun.
Oh, that must be what they're now saying in trial. Yeah,
and it was rated in April 2022.
Yeah,
it was loaded with 6 bullets and it was found. So I don't know if he's going to get away with saying it's a prop gun.
Yeah.
That's,
He said his lawyer said the gun was actually a starter pistol that only shot blanks, which Rocky carried for protection.
Yeah, that's why he's saying it's a prop gun.
Yeah.
And basically they're saying it's just, extortion by Relly. It's a whole thing. It's a back and forth. I am not an unbiased member of the jury here. I don't want to see A$AP Rocky go to jail when they have, little babies.
I know the jurors were shown surveillance videos. The prosecutor argued made it clear that Rocky fired a gun at that point. Rocky's attorney said in the defense opening statement, the video evidence is meaningless without the testimony of the accuser, who he argued is driven by jealousy, lies, and greed. The case rises or falls in his credibility. He said the gun was the first video shown by the prosecution showed a physical struggle between 2 men with 2 others intervening when one of them, wearing a black hoodie, pulls out a gun and points it but does not fire. The evidence in this case will show that the man in the black sweatshirt is the defendant. That's what the deputy district attorney is saying. That evidence will be uncontradicted. So now, of course, that is what they will try and prove over the next coming days and in this trial, and probably weeks we'll see how long it goes. But the defense lawyer argued that A$AP Rocky was not scared because he, quote, knew that gun wasn't real. Bloody scrapes on his knuckles.
We'll see.
Yeah, so
we shall see.
It's just the beginning. That's going to continue to play out.
Damn. That's tough.
Yeah. Yep.
That's tough.
Yep.
Tough for Rihanna.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
She's standing by her man. Okay. You do you. The Bachelor's back on Monday. I saw some of it. I didn't watch the full episode. Standard, it seemed.
Yes.
The ladies are gorgeous.
Honestly, stunning.
Gorgeous.
Group of women.
I saw people,
one of the more stunning groups.
I saw someone say, did they just show up to a modeling agency
Seriously.
and say, give us all your women?
Like, and Grant's a handsome guy for sure.
He is very handsome.
These girls are stunning. And so far, I mean, night one, everybody seems pretty normal, but I mean, it's night one, but there wasn't really no crazy antics. Grant showed up. He met him a little bit, talked about his family, met his sister, his mom. He also had to sit down with his dad, who his parents were married for 30 years, and then they divorced when he was in high school or college, maybe he said, I think maybe high school. And his father has battled addiction problems for a long time, and it seems like they have really tried to work on their relationship, and they sat down. His dad was so excited for him to do this whole process and meet somebody, and they went to the mansion, got ready. These ladies came out of the limo, one more stunning than the last, truly. One girl, Alex, came in with a llama, no drama llama. It was a real llama. It stayed in the house all night. Everybody got to see the llama. And she ended up getting the first impression rose. She was really cute. The girl, like, she was like funny, quirky.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought, oh no, you're bringing a llama in. This is not gonna be good for you. But it ended up being good because they had a lovely conversation. She made him laugh, which I think he really liked, and she's super cute. And it was a big, because the first impression rose this season also meant that she was getting the first one-on-one date, which is something that they have not done before. Nobody really went too out of pocket on their limo entrances, I will say. Like, you know, couple risks here or there. Couple people tried to do like a little dance. There's like some puns. Girl from Jersey brought a pizza. Like, there's just
classic. Yep.
Italian girl brought a cannoli. You know,
yeah.
And I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I saw that was like, whoa. Somebody brought a big fat head of just his head, which was funny. You know, she was like, oh, you know, I'll always make sure you don't get a big head. And the girls,
he might with the drop of his new song.
I know, he apparently is also a musical artist.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's clearly something
rapping.
else he wants to do in life. In the preview for the whole season, he is singing at certain points. So
pursue your dreams, Grant.
Yeah, the talent is there from Grant. He did kiss a decent amount of the ladies, I will say. Some good connections already, but like, no drama with the girls. Like, nobody was like crying, oh my God, I haven't gotten time yet with him. The only drama that they tried to do was they brought Grant's sister to the mansion, and they obviously didn't know it was his sister. So they're like, who's this? They're all like freaking out for 2 seconds, and then she's like, I'm his sister.
Classic. And, They've done it with the brothers before.
Yep, exactly. So that was like the one big thing. And at the end of the night, he sent a few of them home. Nobody that they really like focused on during the episode, I would say, got sent home. But yeah, really not much to say because it seems like a fantastic group of ladies. So we'll see what happens.
Hopefully it makes for a good season.
Yeah, very, very standard first night. I will say, doesn't look good for the end. I know that they always want you to think that.
Yeah, never looks good for the end.
But the preview, man, he's down at the finale, and he's like saying to, like, I got 2 girls. I love them. I don't know who to pick. And like, he's like, the clock is like, the shot clock is like on. And at one point, Jesse Palmer is like, you need to tell me like what girl is showing up first. Like, we need to tell me like which girl is going to arrive first. And he's like, I don't know. Like, it's like, he sounds like it was really a down to the wire decision.
Yeah,
if there was one, which I always feel if you do pick someone in that scenario and then they have to watch that back, that is not good. Because you're like, oh, what did you just fucking flip a coin? Like, what's, you're like, they're both so great. Like, it could be either of them. Okay, well, why'd you pick me? Like,
right. If I'm the girl that and it comes out of the last wire, I'm like, well, doesn't feel like you wholeheartedly.
Totally. You want the guy to be like, look, I've known it's been you for weeks. Like, so I don't know. Well, it should be an interesting season, I guess, to see how that plays out, because that's what they're really teasing at the end. So we shall see. But that was episode 1.
Yep.
Cruising right along. Grant season, baby.
Yeah, we'll see if it picks up.
What's this song called?
Party Girls.
Yeah. Party Girls.
And like
girls.
the whole song kind of seems like all girls want is like to party, blah blah blah. So it's like a weird thing to put out right before you're going on a show to find
Maybe
love.
he's taking past inspiration,
Damn, you think he's sending out a subliminal message to everybody?
It could maybe not be right now.
To be like a hint of how the season goes?
Fred, a lot of artists write about past experiences, not only their present.
That's true.
Speaking of artists, Lady Gaga, new album, Mayhem, out March 7th. She said she wants to do something for, those OG little monsters out there that were fans of her pop music from the beginning. She knows, it won't be the same, but you can only, it'll be.
Yeah.
Wow, did you see what she described it as? I feel like it's right up your alley. Like what the music is going to sound like?
What did she say again?
She said 90s alternative, electro grunge, Prince and Bowie melodies, guitar and attitude, funky bass lines, French electronic dance, and analog synths.
I can't wait.
You're amazing. Not quite sure what that all means, but sounds fantastic.
I'm Prince and Bowie, so
I love that. So you got this little monster fired up.
Right, I was gonna say that sounds like a direct shot for you, really. And
she's
sending
been hearing
something for the little monsters.
Yeah, she's been hearing me talk about the fame.
And it's true, because I feel like Lady Gaga there's been so much that she's done, and she's so amazing and successful in different things, but like doing movies and like soundtracks and Joker 2, and then that was like the songs from that came out, and I feel like she hasn't done a full classic Gaga pop album,
and we need that in our lives.
Yeah. Mayhem. Bad. When is it coming out?
March 7th.
Okay, soon. Not 2026.
No. No. 2025.
Not 2026. You have to clarify March 2025.
Yes. We will be listening to you, amazing. Gaga. And that wraps up the topics.
Oh, can't wait.
Cannot wait.
What a description. I'm still thinking about that. That was like 90 different genres in one thing she just said.
And we'll eat it up every time.
Love it.
We have a brand new partnership with Truly that we are so excited about. I have my favorite flavor in my hand right now. This is the Mountain Paradise. It's a pear flavor. It is the Truly Hard Seltzer. There's 5% alcohol in each can. And let me tell you, it says it on the can, and I'll tell you the truth. It is peak refreshment. Truly Hard Seltzer. It's surprisingly light. It's refreshing. It's easy to drink, and I'm telling you, this pear flavor is my favorite. But we also have the strawberry lime and also wild berry as well. Fantastic flavors. Thanks to Truly, we're super, super excited about this new partnership. It's only 100 calories, it's 1 gram of sugar, and it's 5% alcohol in each can, and it comes in delicious flavors like I mentioned. So find Truly at a store near you, or go to trulyhardseltzer.com and you can look where to get Truly Hard Seltzer. We're going to be drinking them all seasons long. We're in the winter right now, going into the spring, summer. We got Truly in our hand. So join us with your Trulies. All right, let's get into the pop corner. We'll take your voicemails. What do you guys want to talk about? What are your hot takes?
How could these headphones be any more tank? Like, what? How does this even happen?
Holy shit.
I'm like,
oh, that's absurd.
And it's okay. Anyway, First voicemail, please.
Hi, chicks. This is Kelly from Atlanta. Y'all have totally got me obsessed with the show The Traitors. I binge watched the entire second season and am current on the third season just this weekend. And it had me wondering, if y'all were on there, do you think you would want to be a traitor or a faithful? And how would you play the first few days of the show? Love y'all so much. Have a good one. Bye.
Easy. I'd want to be a traitor.
For sure. Traitor for sure. And I think like you want to be in the mix, but not like trying too hard those first few
You don't want to be calling
days.
people out right away.
No. But you also don't want to be like a wallflower not getting involved at all.
Right.
but I think it's kind of like maybe more of a speak when spoken to type scenario, and give opinions and be vocal, but don't go full Danielle crying every second that you get. Like, it's like, then I feel like when you overact and stuff, it like doesn't look right.
I feel like you gotta like piggyback on people. Like, don't come up with the idea, but then just kind of agree with other people.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I agree with that. Yeah, I would want to be a traitor for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey Rhea, hey Fran, it's Lauren from Philly. I've talked to so many people about this, and I really have to get it off my chest to you guys and hear your opinion. Austin Butler is the most overrated actor in Hollywood. I think he overacts every single role that he's been in. I didn't enjoy him in any of the movies. When I saw him pop on the screen in Dune 2, I audibly laughed out loud. And he just keeps getting handed every role. He's going to be an American Psycho, and he just gets given the role. I just don't think he's a good actor, and I don't know what the hype is about. So either someone needs to convince me, or he needs to be downgraded. I think that Drew Starkey could play every role that Austin Butler has played, but better. And that's what I've got. Go Birds.
Go Birds. That was supposed to be your thing. I said it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That felt like a call directly for Noah, because Noah's had that take. I will say this, though. I don't think Austin Butler is an overrated actor. I feel like maybe I haven't seen him in enough things, like the things you've mentioned. I didn't see Dune. I didn't see the Bikers movie that you saw.
He's like barely in Dune.
When it comes to Drew Starkey, though, it's like people hype up Drew Starkey without actually having seen him in many things besides Outer Banks. So like people are like like that one I don't necessarily agree with. Like Drew Starkey could play any role Austin Butler's done. It's like, that. Well, have we seen Drew Starkey?
That movie with him and
Daniel Craig is supposed to be great, and I doubt. Has everyone seen that yet?
I think it ended up like not getting like as great reviews.
Yeah,
as the hype was.
So I'm just like that. Like I think you maybe just have a crush on Drew Starkey, which fair.
My girlfriend Zoe or whatever that one was. It's like, I mean, what are we talking about? I'm just like.
People fucking love Drew Starkey, so if you got a crush on Drew Starkey, love it.
Yeah, but Drew Starkey doesn't have the resume to say with 100% confidence he's better than Austin Butler.
Right, like that. You lost me on that part. You know?
Yeah, and there are some things, sure, like maybe he does overact, but I really don't have any. Like I really enjoyed him in Masters of the Air. I liked him as Elvis. I thought he was a good Elvis.
He was a great Elvis. I really
didn't. Yeah, like
he is Elvis.
I did see
like it never like took me out. Like nothing that I've watched him in, I've been like taken out of and watching like, oh God, all I see is Austin Butler. You know?
Yeah.
I did see a lot of people saying this, and there were a couple of voicemails too about like Austin must have been pissed when he saw Timothée Chalamet do the musical guest and the double thing on SNL, being like, why didn't I get to do that?
Yeah,
that is so true. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's an awful take. I think many people would agree with you.
Yeah.
It's just not a take I align with.
Totally. And I also don't think he was just handed American Psycho. You know, because that's been a role that's been talked about for a while. And a lot of different actors' names have been thrown around for that. So I don't think it was just like his role from the beginning.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey guys, this is Kayla from Maryland. And my hot take is that it's okay to copy people's Instagram captions. So I was wondering how you guys felt about that. And this is also my confession to Fran that I stole your wedding one from my own wedding post. So yeah, I just want to get that off my chest. Okay, thank you. Love you guys. Bye.
I mean, look, like if somebody takes yours, I guess it's flattering. You came up with a good caption, but I would never copy somebody else's.
No.
But it's also like a lot of times who would know?
Right. No, it's hard.
Like if I had the same caption that Kendall Jenner had like 3 years ago, who's going to be like, "Oh my God, this is Kendall, like you copied Kendall Jenner?"
I've probably seen people's captions before and go, "Oh, that's good. I'll make up a variation of that."
Totally. Yes.
I'll make up a variation of that caption, but I won't copy it word for word. I'm awful at Instagram captions. So you know what? I feel the pain of if you feel like you got to steal a caption, now go for it. Now, if you're going to steal someone's like heartfelt caption for somebody, you know what I mean? Like a heartfelt caption, like
Like not just a lyric or something.
Not just a lyric. I think it depends on the kind of caption you're copying.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if it's just like a funny, silly caption, whatever, if it fits the theme, like if you felt like Fran's wedding picture caption fit, I'm curious which one.
I'm honestly trying to, I'm that's what I just wanted to go look too. I was kind of just thinking the same thing. Like what could it possibly have been?
Because I guess, you know, how many variations?
She would have had to also have gotten married on the 21st night of September for this one to
Maybe
work.
she altered that.
Yeah, maybe
21st night of September calls for 2 looks.
Right, that would be maybe
9/21/24 forever and ever, and I just tagged Joe.
She's like, how did she think of that?
And then I did write, it's like rain on your wedding day.
Oh, maybe that's it.
I'm not the first bride to ever use it's like rain on your wedding day in their caption if it rained on your wedding day.
Right. That's a fair one to use as well.
To use as like
so
rain.
if it rained on your wedding day and you use the caption, it's like rain on your wedding day. That's fair game.
There's millions of brides out there who have used that
for sure. That's fair. That's fair game.
Song lyrics are fair game.
Very
song
fair
lyrics
game.
are fair game. Like we can't be nitpicking on like.
I really think, honestly, I gotta be honest, I think now we're talking about it, I think all captions are fair game unless they're super specific, catered to the person. And you're like, this is kind of weird that you're copying my heartfelt caption for this person. That's a little bizarre. But if it's a lyric, a fucking emoji, maybe a punny, you know,
like when Taylor Swift puts out a new album and then every caption is like the same lyric.
It is what it is. It's so hard to caption things.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Especially
I can't blame
when you're
people.
posting like 20 photos at once now.
Right.
You know?
It's like, here you go. Here's my fucking pictures. That's what I'm making my next caption. Here's my fucking pictures. Because it's so hard to caption something. Yeah. So you know what? If you want fair game. If you want to steal someone's caption, you steal their caption.
Yep.
If you want to, maybe just make it your own a little bit, do a little zhuzh up to it, fucking do it. Who cares?
Agreed.
Hi, Rhea, Fran, and Noah. My hot take is that I kind of hate Ekin-Su on Love Island. I didn't really like her on her original season, but I loved Davide. And now that I'm watching Love Island All-Stars, I have always loved Curtis. And I just really find her annoying. I think she's always like, she says she's confident, and then she's like, but, I'm really just shy and sensitive. And it's just giving pick-me energy. And she's just always stirring the pot. I've heard people say that they think she's a producer plant, and I would not be surprised by that at all. But it's really just like the energy she gives with the boys. And maybe it's just her way of flirting, but it makes me cringe, and I hate it, and I kind of wish she would get dumped. So, yeah, that's my hot take. Love you guys.
Look, she's an acquired taste for sure. Mm-hmm. Like, and sometimes she does come across like an actress.
Yeah, I don't feel one way or the other particularly strongly about Ekin-Su. Yeah. I will say in the Ekin-Su and Davide couple, it was more Davide that I think roped me in because of he was calling Ekin-Su a liar and actress, but it was his theatrics that would make things funny. Yeah. When he was like, that was my line, Natasha. Like, like things like that were very funny. And I think that's what kind of roped in, their banter. Ekin-Su would get mad. Davide would be like, what are you getting mad at? There's a whole thing. So I think I don't feel necessarily strongly one way or the other. I don't dislike her, but I'm not like an Ekin-Su stan.
Right. And look, she does stir the pot. Mm-hmm. And I do think she does act differently with the guys and the girls sometimes.
Yeah.
Like she gets like a little flirty, pick-me-ish kind of vibes with the boys sometimes. And with the other girls, like she's stirring up the drama. Like even just one of the other episodes, she was screaming to Ronnie, like, you said this, I remember. And like Luca was like, Ekin, you weren't even here yet. Like you weren't even here. Like she's like, oh, I'm just sticking up for my girl. But it's like, okay, well, you're just straight up lying because you weren't present when the conversation even happened. Yeah. So it's just like, I think you just have to, like, they all know how to navigate around Ekin. Like, they just know what kind of personality she is. I think deep down, like, she means well, but it's like, yeah, she likes the theatrics. Mm-hmm. So, I think Curtis likes the theatrics, too, a little bit.
Of course, he's a ballroom dancer.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Rhea, Fran, and Noah. This is Kat from Canada, and I have a question for you guys. So my family recently got into a debate, and it was over this question. would you classify Cameron Diaz as an A-list celebrity? Now, personally, my sister and I were quite large advocates for the fact that she is, for obvious reasons. However, there was a couple of few who felt like she didn't, based on the fact that she's no longer relevant, which was infuriating. But anywho, would love to hear your take. Looking forward to hearing it. Thank you.
Oh, I think
100%.
Absolutely A-list.
100%.
Not even a question in my mind.
I don't think that she loses her A-list status from like stepping away from acting when she did to also like be with her family and have kids. So like,
yeah, no.
Do you think it's
the
like
name recognition is what, like, it's still there. Like, that's Cameron Diaz.
Is it once you're A-list?
And by the way, she
you're
just
always
made her
A-list?
return.
Yeah, I think once you're A-list,
I think
there's an S tier where you make that and you never go back. Like Cameron Diaz is a name that it's like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is always going to be an A-list celebrity. Yeah. He hasn't put out music in years. It's like,
yeah.
Cameron Diaz, 100% A-list. No question about it.
I'm trying to think of like who is A-list who like now isn't. Like who would like what celebrity was like definitely A-list and then they're just like off.
Like Pamela Anderson, right? She's still A-list, but she took a long time off. But her name is so recognizable that she's always going to be A-list.
Some people just have their name, like their name is just synonymous with fame, and like that, like Cameron Diaz is part of that for sure, 100%.
I think so too.
I am mad for them that they had to argue with their family.
We would have been
like
riled up in that room.
Oh, rather she's not relevant anymore.
Oh, please.
She isn't relevant in that way, but her name is still A-list.
No, but that's not.
He's gonna do that. Like, this
no,
doesn't matter.
I just don't.
I'm agreeing. She is A-list.
Yes, and I just think that's not fair.
And I don't think Cameron Diaz is irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's
like,
just not acting.
No, but if Cameron Diaz...
excuse me, she just had a movie come out with Jamie Foxx.
And if Cameron
Diaz...
made
her return to acting.
Oh, I didn't know. I guess that says...
If people heard Cameron Diaz was coming into this office, people would freak the fuck out. It'd be like, oh my God, fucking Cameron Diaz is coming here? That's insane.
Yeah.
Just because she's not like all over the internet doesn't
It's like Jessica Alba, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, very in that same realm.
But she's even higher than
Diaz
Jessica Alba.
Way higher than Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Way higher.
Yeah.
But like name.
No, but name too. She's higher than Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
I would movies, roles, name recognition, way higher.
Well, yeah, Cameron Diaz is like Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
But Drew Barrymore has the Drew Barrymore show. So that's, but...
I think Drew Barrymore, it's like, not because of the show, but like, I don't know. I guess that's a tough one. Like when they were both like younger.
Well, they're best friends.
Yeah. Hello, Charlie's Angels.
They're best friends.
Who do you think's more famous right now? This is separate, but Drew Barrymore or Kelly Clarkson? Both very similar.
Drew Barrymore.
I think that's what I said there.
Yeah.
Because I can name Drew Barrymore's been in so many giant movies. Kelly Clarkson, like
I mean, extremely similar if you follow like the fact that now, and they're all also both like hosts of their own shows, and yeah.
I would
and
lean
just
Drew
like
Barrymore.
Extremely kind, amazing people. It appears,
Yeah.
Oh, we know Drew. We've never gotten to meet Kelly,
but I would assume she's
100%. So,
yeah.
But Cameron deserves that for sure.
She does.
Forever
and ever.
Yeah.
One more.
Hi, Rhea and Fran. I am really curious your thoughts on if executive producers of reality shows, if they should be allowed to also be cast members. We see this a lot with Southern Charm, I feel like. It's like the worst example of like Whitney being amongst the group and kind of getting to get away with whatever he wants and nobody's going to call him out on it. Like the whole thing with Catherine, like Craig's the only one that called him out on it. And I just feel like it's really apparent in this recent season where there's just a weird power dynamic between Whitney and Pat and the rest of the cast. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Love the pod.
Interesting. I've honestly never really thought about that much because I just feel like while yes, Whitney is an executive producer, he's not really on the show that much. And like he's there, he's around, he's at events, and he like, is hanging out with the guys and doing stuff. But he's not like in the drama as much. it's like them being like, oh, here comes Whitney again. Yeah. Oh, look at Whitney. He's showing up with the 24-year-old blondes. Like, it's like, it's not, I don't feel like there's that much of a conflict. I don't know. Maybe I'm being naive to the situation, but Whitney's has, of course, had a way big, like, he's played a way bigger role on the show in the earlier years. And obviously helped just establish the show in the first place. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how much. It's a question that I guess we could ask them, and we never asked them. But I wonder how much like Whitney is involved in like what is aired and what isn't, or if he has any involvement in that at all. I think people are afraid of Miss Pat. She's she's Miss Pat. Like she's an icon. Yeah, be respectful. I'm not too familiar with the earlier Southern Charm seasons, so I feel like I'm a bad judge of this. I could understand your point though. Like I understand the conflict of interest for sure, but I'm not too familiar with how involved Whitney is, right, to be able to say whether I think it has a It's a good question that I've really never thought of. It's like are new cast members like worried about Whitney liking them or not? Like, cause he's an EP. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That is very interesting. I just feel like he's so like in the background of everything that happens now that I just don't really give him too much thought when I'm currently watching the show and kind of seeing what's going on. Like I feel like he's just always like in the corner, like watching what everybody's doing. Yeah. Or he's fishing with JT and Craig and pissing Austin off. Yeah. Oh, he's a weird guy. Yeah. So, I mean, if he just wasn't involved at all, I feel like that would be cool too. Yeah, but that's kind of where it's been. It's like it's not really his group anymore. Yeah, like it was in the Thomas years. Was like that's when way more involved. So yeah, okay. Good question though. Yeah, good question. Yeah, makes me want to find out more. I know we should ask. Yeah. Thanks for all your calls and voicemails. If you want to call in, the number is 914-297-7089. Leave your pop culture questions, your hottest takes, whatever you want to talk about. Call in and ask us at that number. Thank you. Chicks in the Office is sponsored by BetterHelp. Every January brings you 365 blank pages waiting to be filled. In 2025, maybe you're ready for a plot twist, or maybe there's a part of your story you've been wanting to revise. Life isn't about resolutions that fade by February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life. Think of therapy as your editorial partner, helping you write new chapters and create the meaningful story you deserve to live. There's so many great benefits to therapy. Whether you think you need it or not, it helps to get things off your chest, to talk things out, life events, helps you grow, helps you just really take care of your mental health. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Write your story with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/office today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/office. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Hopefully we didn't embarrass ourselves too much on Watch What Happens Live, but who knows because we didn't film it yet. Love you guys very much, and we'll talk to you on Friday.